What's up, everybody? This is your girl CC with Wherever Begins Magazine, and I got a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself of who she is and what she does.
Hi, everyone. My name is Monique Nicole from IamMoniqueNicole.com. And basically, the brand is a little bit of YouTube to make it short and sweet. And we also sell Monique's Gifts and Novelties in Eccentric Style is my shop or my shops. I'm sorry.
Okay, so tell me about your brand and your business and how it got started. What's the motivation behind it?
Wow. Okay, that's going to be a lot. Okay. I am Monique Nicole. I decided earlier part of this year to go ahead and rebrand myself. Initially, we started out with Monique's Gifts and Novelties, and then we came up with the Eccentric Style, which will launch on this coming Saturday. So initially, we're just doing the shops, just selling purses and jewelry and things of that such. And then I wanted to get into actually having a channel for myself and basically just sharing my viewpoints on just life in general, and then how that sort of coincides with my faith and just being able to share that with the world. Well, it sort of evolved to where that now we just went ahead and just said, okay, we're going to brand everything. I am Monique Nicole is just the brand, period. So everything is me. Monique's Gifts and Novelty falls under that, and then Eccentric Style. Monique's Gifts and Novelties is more of your gift, gifts, if I say it that way. Eccentric Style is where you're able to get your purses and your jewelry and your clothing. Primarily right now we're with women, but we're moving towards men and children. And that's jewelry and apparel. And then on the other side, where we go over to the YouTube and the more of the social media stuff, that goes down to YouTube, and we have 4 different segments. On those segments is Unspoken Truth. I am Monique Nicole, and that's the one that I just sort of just throw everything that doesn't fit into the other slots. Gardening with Mo and the Y Experience. The Y Experience is the first segment that I've launched amongst the 4. The next one that we're coming out with is Unspoken Truth. And like I said a second ago, Unspoken Truth is more of like taking life and faith and sort of making it unapologetic and teaching at the same time. So if that's a mouthful, I know, but that's everything.
Ooh, you a jack of all trades over there. You got 4 segments coming out. Congratulations to you. Very proud, definitely.
Thank you.
But while we're talking about that, who has been your biggest inspiration in your life and starting your career?
To be frank, my faith is number one. I can't put anything before that. My faith is number one. I want to say, coming into entrepreneurship, I give that to my mother. But when you step out on stuff like this, to where that you don't know exactly what to expect, and the anchor is just it's been my faith. So me and God is just, we number one. But the idea and the inspiration, it came from my mother.
That's awesome. And shout out to your mom for being a big inspiration. I enjoy hearing those things. So where do you see your brand at in the next 3 years?
Wow. As a brand, we, like I said, we have the shops, we have the social media, and then want to jump off onto, hopefully I will officially launch maybe the end part of 2021 to the beginning of 2022, to where that we actually jump off on Verity Logistics, and and that would be full service logistics company where we're brokering, we're dispatching, we're functioning with owner operators, where we just take all the guesswork out and you just drive, and we take care of all your paperwork, we take care of your IFTA, we take care of getting your loads, everything. All you have to do, in the simplest way to say it, is all you got to do is drive. So having all of those businesses just flourishing That's it. That's where my mind, and that's where the focus, and that's where the grind is right now. And so, as long as it's just it's there's growing and making money, and on that side with the Verity Logistics, I'm just throwing this in there, just to be able to help other people in their entrepreneurial journey. So as I said, with helping with owner operators, if you're an owner operator, then or you can come work directly with me. But at the same time, let's say you come work directly with me, then we want to start getting you on the path to where you become an owner operator and you have your own business. And so it's just keeping the cycle going and just moving forward. Everybody needs to have several streams of revenue.
I agree with that. I think that is a big factor, having 7 streams of revenue. I'm working on that myself. So motivation, that's what I'm talking about over there.
Yes,
Speak
yes.
that in existence over here. But how do you manage to how do you manage your time? How do you manage all these segments, and then with your real life and being an entrepreneur, putting it all together? How do you manage your time?
I'm gonna look at you like this. It is not a cakewalk. It's trust me, it's not a cakewalk. Being a wife, being a mother, and that's part of the stuff that I share with everybody. Being a daughter, and then having nieces and nephews, and having my sister, all of that family stuff and family time, and then trying to keep everybody happy. And then at the same time, you still have to make money on this other. And on the other token of that is that I also have a condition, and I have to be careful. I've been diagnosed with the condition, let me say it that way, where I have fibromyalgia. So I have days that aren't good and the world stops. So it's just learning how to manage it, because that right now was like that's the biggest thing that I have going on in my life, to where in that if I don't feel good, everything else falls. So how do I manage it? Organization is extremely key, especially with the social media and adding those other pieces that I've added, having things automated, trying to find systems that like, okay, well, I can do this and I can post this way. And okay, this is automatically going to come out at that time. Planning ahead, doing my interviews and recording ahead of time. Those are the ways that I function, because if I have a bad day, or I have a bad couple of days, or we have a week or so, I'm down. And that's just, there's nobody else doing this. So planning is essential. I don't even know what else to say. Planning is essential. Organization is essential. And so that's basically how I manage it. Organization and planning.
That's good. I'm glad that you can manage your time and that all of your stuff is just taking off. But while we're talking about all your brands and managing your time, what do you think has been the biggest challenge so far in starting all 4 of these segments?
Time. Time is your challenge, because you want everything to be as authentic, and for me, research. And so especially when it comes to unspoken truth, with some of the topics that I will be discussing, and like I said, planning is key. So I'm already jumping ahead. The first episode will come out is about love. Well, in that process is, okay, there's certain words and terminology that I want to use. It has to be accurate. So that part of it over there, just making sure that the research is done. But other than that, that's, let me see. That's really about it. That's about it. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to your younger self?
Let's see. What would I say to my younger self? Patience is key. Patience is key. That's not to rush. Patience is key. I feel like a lot of times that when we are teenagers, that we turn around and, oh, well, I know what I'm doing. I was one of those that said, hey, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm ready. I need y'all to just let me go. I need to turn 18. And I should have waited on a lot of things. So that's the simplest word that I would use is patience. That's what I would tell my younger self. I feel like I would have expedited things a lot faster in my life. And I probably would have made a lot of decisions that I made, but that goes where you live and you learn. So.
Okay, all right. To your younger self, Monique Nicole. I hear you. So I also saw when you was getting on your shirt. If you could just kind of stand up and show the audience your brand and your shirt, and
Is it
tell
showing?
us. Yes.
Did it show? Yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your shirt and the meaning?
Okay. Well, Monique's Gifts and Novelties. When I originally came up with it to wearing that, I was primarily selling figurines, things of that nature, look, really gifty stuff. But I knew that I wanted to eventually get into selling purses and apparel and things of that nature. So I left it open to come up with the word novelties. But then this is also part of your entrepreneurial journey. And this is what I'll say to anybody out there, be very, very careful of the words that you select. So even though I found a word that would fall for all of the extra stuff that I would come with, the public perceived novelties as though, I was selling sex toys. Let me just be candid. We're not even going to play with it. So now that's the reason why we have to rebrand everything. And that's why everything else transitioned to, all right, we're going to separate things. I come up with another name, put, the clothing and stuff over here. And Monique's Gifts will be exclusively just gifts over here. And, but that's how the name came up in Monique's Gifts and Novelties.
Okay, all right. Well, are you running any specials? I know the holidays are coming up. Are you running any specials right now on your site?
Absolutely. For those, and I haven't announced it. So at the time of this airing, however it goes, but currently for Eccentric Style, since we'll be launching on Saturday, the 13th of November, that we will offer 15% off, and then you'll get that at checkout. And all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe. And that's about it. We'll have new items in there. Some things that people who are familiar with Monique's Gifts and Novelties, we still have some of those things, but we're also bringing in new handbags, new jewelry. I've also stepped out and we're testing the waters with the fedoras. They've seen, I did a test audience this weekend, and it seemed like it really, really took off. And right now, so, we're just trying to expand, and we're just trying to grow. So that's what Eccentric Style will be launching on Saturday.
Awesome, and congratulations. I can't wait to see those specials. But I have a quick question for you.
All right.
What makes your brand, what makes Monique Nicole, what makes everything that you're doing different? What makes you so unique? What makes your brand different than everybody else's?
Well, if you look at the shirt, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's exclusively unique. So it's basically the things that I share. I try to, when I go looking for vendors, I try to find stuff that everybody else doesn't have, so that you're set apart. So when you come to me, you're like, okay, I'm looking for something different that everybody else doesn't have. That is my goal. So that's the type of stuff that I look for. That's the type of stuff that I sell. And that's the simplest way. Not to say that you can't find something chic that might be a little traditional, but it is the whole point of whatever you get from me is supposed to be eye-catching. It's supposed to say, somebody's supposed to stop you and say, oh, where did you get that? That's the whole goal. So that's what sets me apart.
Well, what is your best seller right now?
Right now, like I said, we just jumped out on these fedoras, and the fedoras are just selling like hotcakes. And now people are calling for special colors and they want this color under the bottom and top. And I'm like, okay, now we got this whole new thing that I was just testing the waters to see how I was going to do. And it's taken off. So now I have to accommodate the demand. And but right now that's what's taken off.
Oh, okay, awesome. I definitely got to check out your website so I can purchase. I know I got me a purse. I wish I had it right here so I could show the audience about it and show you a product. I should go get it. I got 2 more questions to you, and then I do a trivia game at the end. So let's get that started. But what is the best piece of advice you ever received?
The best piece of advice. I would say that the past is the past. And you just keep moving. The past is the past. I want to say that's the best lifelong that touches a little bit of everything with me. The past is the past. And you got to live and live in the now. One of my tags that, well, not, I don't want to call it a tag, but one of my sayings is, you know, whatever you make of your present will become your past, and whatever you make of your past will affect your future. So there is a dynamic that you have to be conscious of, but you can't live in it, because whatever you made of your past or whatever that situation may be, you have the present to change it. So then it will become your past. And so then those positive things, whether if it was negative that your past was, those positive things cycle together and they move forward to affect your future in a positive manner. So yeah, just, you know, the past is the past, and just let it be that, and just keep moving forward. You can't worry about it. You can't change it. It is what it is. So.
That's right. I agree with that. Leave the past in the past. You got to move to the future. Keep it going. Don't look back.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So.
But what is one message you want to give right now to the audience and to your fans?
Well, it sort of piggybacks on the first episode that I want to bring to Unspoken Truth. And that is love. That's like that's my core, that's my rock. You know, we downplay it, we make it really, really general. But loving on people, and it doesn't, and it's not, loving on people isn't the way that I'm projecting it, is not the foo fairy, oh, giddy stuff. I'm saying to love genuinely. Love doesn't always come out with the hearts and the roses and stuff like that. Sometimes that love is a little tough. And I'm sort of jumping into what we're going to bring out on Unspoken Truth. But love is that's my thing right there. Because I watch people, and I watch how people function, and I watch people in relationships, and sometimes it's bias. And all you got to do is love some people through some stuff, and it would make situations so much better. But because we live in a society that is always gimme, and take, and the give, just telling somebody, hey, how you doing? You look nice today. Or, hey, how you doing? How are you feeling? Just showing some love to somebody, you know, saying hello does not kill you. That's showing love. That's showing love for your fellow brother. And we don't do that. You know, you walk and you speak. Some people like, why are they speaking to me? Have a whole attitude and everything. Like, no, just be nice, you know, but just loving on people, you know, that's my thing. It's just loving on people. I'm not gonna get into a whole rant, because that's my heart right there. Just to love on people. That's all I can say, is loving on people. And it doesn't mean that, you know, you got to be buddy with the person. You treat them the same way that you want to be treated. But we'll get into that on Unspoken Truth, y'all. Do not forget, come to IamMoniqueNicole.com. I'm sorry, wrong. Well, you can do it there too, but I am Monique Nicole on Facebook and YouTube. And those segments will be there. And we also have a group that's also set up as well. You saw my little plug.
Well, I can't wait to check it out, and congratulations to you on your new journey. And I can't wait. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in. But now we go to I call it the little game segment, little trivia questions. I like to play the little games. I ask 2 questions. It's not hard. It's so basic. It's so basic.
That's what you say. I always give the warning.
Well, it seemed like you on your toes today. Every question that I asked, you answered it right off the top of your head. You ain't really had to think about it because it came straight to you. That's a natural right there. See,
awesome. Well, thank you.
But I love to ask these questions to everybody that I kind of interview. It's kind of my basic questions that I love because I get different answers each time. But if you could switch places with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
Oh my God.
Just for one person.
Okay, I have a question.
For one day.
One question. In the rules, if I could switch with this person, does it mean the time? Can I switch back in their time? Or is it like?
It doesn't matter. If you could just switch places with one person for one day, just tell me who you'll switch with and why. Even if it was back in the time that you could switch, and just tell me why you would switch with that person and why.
I would want to switch places with my mother. I would want to switch places with her. And the reason why I would want to switch places with her is because I would just love to see what it was like to live during that time. And so, my mother's a little older than average people my age. So, that whole 60s era, I would love to just be able to just sit in that, and then just her being the woman that she is, just to walk in a day of who she was, because at the end of the day, I tell her all the time, I wish I was half the woman that you are. So, but to be back in that time, just to sit there and just glimpse it from her eyes, that would be awesome.
Okay. So this question is, I'm gonna go with this one. If you could take 3 songs and make it into your life, what 3 songs would you choose and why?
Okay, you said 3. You're making this difficult. All right, let me think.
Only 3 songs.
Okay, the first one, I just off the dome was "Go Get It" by Mary Mary. The second one is
hold on, before you go to the second one, explain why you chose that song. You got to explain each 3 of why you chose it.
Well, just it's self-explanatory. Go get it that's what it is. Just go get it. And I use "Go Get It" as old as that song is. I used "Go Get It" as my motivation. Like when I'm ready to go get something, I'm ready for it. Like, okay, got your pump, the beats in there, so that's why I choose "Go Get It." All right, want a second one.
Okay.
Lord have mercy, now you're gonna make me Google. I can't think of, I know the lyrics of the song. It's from Leandria Johnson.
Okay.
God knows. Man, I can't think of it.
Go ahead and use those vocals. You can sing us a part if you want to.
I know my place now. I ain't crazy. I know my place. I ain't even gonna set myself up like that. Man. See, if you would have just stayed with one, we would have been all right. But you want 3 artists.
And that would have been too easy.
But man, where is it? She did a duo. Where is it? Deliver Me. Yes. Deliver Me from Me. And that one speaks because sometimes we get in our own way. And when you are able to look that man in the mirror and then that's just, I'm speaking because I have to look that man in the mirror and be like, oh, baby, you need to move you out the way. The third song, see, you should have made this simple. Hold on. Let me think. I got some favorites because Canton Jones is Canton Jones is my dude. Let me see. But I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. See, you got me on.
Now, I know you can sing it. You can hit some vocals over there.
Oh no, no. You see, you try to set me up. No. The world, no. I know. I keep saying it. I know my place. Let's do Canton Jones. Won't he do it?
Okay.
And if we go into my story of my life, it's just God always delivers. You know, if you listen to me speak, I'm always giving God the glory and honor first, period. Without him, I am nothing, period. And so my life has been off of total and complete faith. It has not been peaches and cream. And so when you sit there and you're able to go back and rejoice and be like, okay, God. So those are my three. Yeah. So, you know, you shoot me else with it. You making me go and look on.
Before we get off of but before we get off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Awesome. The simplest way to do it is to go to IamMoniqueNicole.com. You go to my I Am Monique Nicole tab. You'll scroll down. You'll see all of my social media there: YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. All of that stuff is right there. All you gotta do is click the button. Also, when you go to YouTube, it's I Am Monique Nicole. Please make sure that you capitalize the M and the O and the apostrophe. And you do the same thing on the NICOL. Is NIC apostrophe COLE. And that's the simplest way. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn and Pinterest and Twitter.
Awesome. Well, I definitely want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. I enjoyed you. It's been a blessing. Continue your journey. Keep grinding. You know, you have, I'm a big fan of yours. You know, I'm your biggest supporter. And I love what you're doing. I'm so happy. You know, congratulations on everything and continue your journey. I see big things happening for you for 2022 and never give up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. It is truly an honor. So thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you have a happy Wednesday, hump day Wednesday. You enjoy your day. It's beautiful outside today. So.
All right.
All right, Miss Monique Nicole.